I wanted to introduce you to a tool that I use pretty frequently. It's a very handy tool to use. It's called Voicenotes, and in this video I'm going to walk you through Voicenotes, what it's about, and we'll do a little preview inside the app and see what it looks like. So Voicenotes is a AI note-taking app that where you can share your thoughts and meetings, and it remembers everything for you with an AI recall. You can also get insights directly from the application. So let's just kind of roll through their webpage here, and you can see the platforms that it's available on. There's quite a bit. It's mobile, iPhone, Android. It's also used in WhatsApp. There's a desktop version that's available of this now, and that's for Mac and Windows. That's more of a recent update, and I gotta say that's really, really handy. It's also available on Wear OS and Watch OS, and then of course on the web with an extension and their web app. So lots of platforms that it exists on, and definitely one of its strengths is the fact that it's on so many platforms. So some of the features, you can just take quick voice notes. You can also capture meetings, and we'll get more into that later on in the video. In the app, there's a create feature, which basically calls upon the AI for prompts, and you can kind of see some of those there. With meeting reports, you can create to-do lists, you can translate from different languages, you can have it automatically create a blog post after some brain dumping or some notes that you have taken. You can have it compose an email, create a summary, and then of course one of the handy ones is custom prompts. You can create custom prompts inside the app and save them for repetitive use, and then you can just ask AI. Ask AI is just that, you're asking about your notes, and it will dig through all your notes and call up the information that you're calling for. There's also smart transcription. This is where you can have it translate from several different languages. You can see there over 100 languages, and it can remember names and more. It claims to be more accurate than Apple and Otter. They also claim that the data is all private. It's encrypted at rest, never used for AI training, and only accessible via the authenticated request. Here's some use cases. So personalized voice journaling, maybe a doctor's appointment. You want to remember what the doctor had told you that you need to take towards your treatment. Sales and clients, keeping context at your fingertips. Remember pain points, opportunities, takeaways, and follow-up details to seal the deal. Another aspect of this could be you use it kind of on yourself to see how you did as the salesman. Or project progress logging, so maybe you're tracking a project and frequently leave various notes and important details in your voice notes. You can call upon that and get insights from it. More use cases here: creative ideas, lecture notes, home projects that you might be working on, customer support, team management and collaboration, and both you record, preserve memories, interviews and recruiting, EOD reports, wrapping up your day with quick voice summaries, capturing what you got done, what's pending, and what needs attention tomorrow without writing a word. And then we get to the pricing. So I will say up front that you do get voice notes free, but the recordings are limited to 1 minute. You just need to make an account and you'll have that 1 minute limitation. But if you need more than 1 minute recordings, then they have these pricing plans available as an individual plan and a Teams plan. The individual plan is $15 per month or $100 per year. And then the team plan is $50 per month for the entire team. So at $50 per month, that's probably not a bad price if you have a large size team that you want to give access to this kind of technology. After that, they got a little intro to voice notes from the founder you can watch, and that pretty much sums up the website here. So this is what voice notes will look like on your Android device. I imagine it looks very similar, but I haven't seen it on the iPhone. So right away you can see that you can record here at the bottom. So let's go ahead and start with our first recording. And you'll notice right away that it starts up with a timer so you can pause and play, so you can resume. And if you toggle this caret here, you'll see that you can switch this over to a meeting with this toggle, and it'll go right into meeting recognized note. And you can also add a note here if you want to type text. Let me also note that you can attach images, and that will look something like this note here that I've taken. Here at the top you have your search function and your ask AI. So here you can search for notes, and the ask, so you can ask about the notes using the AI. And here you see this little pencil icon. If you click that, you can get summaries, a meeting report, main points, to-do list, translations. You can have a tweet created out of your note or the meeting. You can also create a blog post, an email, or just have it clean up the text. I find this cleanup very handy and use it frequently, and basically just cleans up your text from the note and makes it very concise and easy to read. Gets rid of all the hang-ups and pauses, as well as mistakes that you may have made when you spoke the note. So let's go ahead and stop this note, and you can see that the new recording is being uploaded, time-stamped, and you can always listen to the audio again. So when I tap on it or click on it, it will open up the note and you can read it. It will automatically tag it. You can see the full transcript here. Anything that's over 5 minutes, if you have your settings set that way, will create a summary of it. It's pretty accurate. It did a really good job of transcribing this. And then again, I can share this. So I can get a shareable link, send it to somebody's email, or I can publish 2 pages, and we'll get into that in just a minute here. And you can copy the note, you can share it from here, you can create, which will take you to that list we looked at just a minute ago, which is basically the pencil icon. But then you can also record a sub note, so that'll be like a note that exists within this parent note. Here you can also attach images, you can tag. So if we click on that, we can click on some tags. So also you can download the audio, you can fix it so you saw any kind of issues. You can do a suggested fix. You can regenerate the transcript with AI, or you can regenerate just the title. Here, I think you can manually edit it. Let's just head back here. And here at the top, you can hit that plus sign. And here you can just write a note. So maybe if you're somewhere where you can't really talk a lot, then this may be a preferable way. You also have the ability to add photos to your note. Here's like a little calendar, and this calendar will highlight the days that you have left notes. So here you can see on the 20th I have the note that we just left, and yeah, that's pretty nice to have, so you can kind of see your habits over time, how much you're actually using that. And then here in the settings, you can see it's got an about, which is about yourself. You can fill in some information inside this text block here. The more information, the more context that you're giving the AI to work with, so likely better results. Right here you can choose a theme. I just have mine set on auto, but you can override it and just choose day or night, which is your light and dark mode. You can choose language, names to remember. So if you say someone's name frequently and it has a crazy spelling or something like that, you can help it identify that here. Notifications, and here you can import, so you can actually record audio and then later import that audio file directly into the application, and it will show up in your notes. This has WhatsApp features, and then they have another new feature here, which is pages. And pages, it's kind of like a podcast page, so you would speak like journaling or some notes or something like that that you wish to publish and share with the world, and people would be able to see that. So this is a very new feature. Haven't really tried it yet, and that's really it. So I'm going to back out of here, and I'll show you the desktop version of Voicenotes now. So I'm running this on the Windows desktop version. And here you can see you get like a window up here, and you can switch it in this tab from meeting or to note. So let's go ahead and record a note and see how it turns out. We are testing the Voicenotes application, the Windows desktop version, and demoing the recording of a note so we can see how it turns out. And you'll notice here you can also take like a screenshot. So let's take a screenshot and add that to it. And you can add like maybe a note to that. Say demo test. And then we will stop the recording. So similarly, you can see it is uploading the recording and transcribing it. Once it's done, you'll get a notification. So after the recording is done, you'll have this little arrow which will take you directly to the web version of Voicenotes, and you'll be presented with the note you just took. So here we can see the notes, and you can see the screenshot, and yeah, it's pretty nice. And here on the web version, I really like this because you get your record meetings right here, or to record a note, so you can start either way. And similarly, it has the same kind of menu where you can add a note, pause it, and resume it, and ultimately save it, or in this case, I'm just going to cancel it. So another valuable feature of the desktop Voicenotes application is that you can also dictate. So if you hold Control in Windows, which you can change that if you wanted to. So in the settings, you get recent notes, a dictation history, hotkeys that take you to the web app, names to remember, about and help, and all that. So in this case, we just want to dictate. So I'm just gonna hold down my hotkey and ask a question. When did I change the AC filter last? And it does a really good job of accurately capturing your voice. It even added the the question mark at the end of it, so it kind of plugs in grammar and all. And it does, in my testing, really fantastic job at dictation. So we'll just go ahead and send this. It's going to search through the notes, and that is accurate. That is when I changed, and also gave me other information about that note. So pretty handy. Now let's create, and we'll get a summary, and that summary will be based off of the first recording that we did. So it jumps that to the top. You can select additional ones, and we'll create a summary. And there we are. The text describes a tool that starts with a timer, allowing user to pause, play, and resume. It features a toggle to switch to a meeting, and basically just giving you a summary of my note during our recording. So, and then if you didn't like it, you can retry it. You can copy the text from here. And another cool thing about Create is that you can, of course, all the automated ones that exist, the pre-configured, and then a custom one. So I have some already that I have in here, but you can create your own here. And then if you want to just use it just that one time, you can apply this prompt to your note. You can show more notes if you have them. This is all the notes that I have right now, so it's all showing. But then if I want to maybe reuse this note or reuse this prompt that I'm creating, I can save it and use it in follow-ups, and that's kind of what you're seeing here in my saved. So I can select one of these. So analyze this transcript and give me valuable insights. And again, let's take that from the meeting note AI summary feature. So there's the first one that I think we recorded. In fact, let's take both of these and we will create based on that. And there is the result from that prompt with those notes. And you can just read through it, and then I can copy it and paste it somewhere. And there you are. And it's really nice. I really like this. The dictation feature that is available on the desktop version is really nice to have. It does a really good job. It's a really valuable add-on if you use this. There's one other feature that I wanted to point out. In the web version of this, you can go to your menu item. You can scroll down and you'll see this meeting bot. If you click on that, you can pick a name for it, and you can use this with a URL connected to the meeting link, and the chatbot will sit in the meeting for you and record the transcription for the meeting, giving you all the meeting notes and everything that you need to create reports and just stay on top of what's going on and what transpired in that meeting. Also, if I scroll further down, you'll notice some integrations and automations. And if you click into that, you can see some integrations that they have. They have Webhook, Zapier, Doist, Notion, etc. And those are probably worth looking into if you have any of these services. And there's a toggle here for summarizing long recordings, and over the information you can see it's for 5-minute intervals. Anything over 5 minutes will be summarized, and then of course you can review the full transcript. So what I like to do is, in my own day-to-day, is I'll take random notes throughout the day, sometimes grab a meeting, and then, so like when I'm driving home, I might record a voice note and talk about my day, what I did, what I accomplished, what I have to do, and things I need to remember. And then once I get, let's say, back to work or back at my computer, I can just pop up in my web app and I can ask overall about my to-do list. So, do I have any standing to-do lists items? And if I had some to-do list items, it probably would have brought it up. So because I don't, it kind of brings up some other little items, in reference. Overall, a very well-built, fantastic app. Lots of features. I would highly recommend it. Again, it's like $15 a month if you need more than a minute. If you don't, for a lot of people, 1 minute recording is going to be super helpful and great. And then again, you can record multiples. So maybe you can record a minute, add a sub note if you need to add a little bit extra on there. But for a lot of people, 1 minute will probably be just fine. If you're really a big note taker or using this for like work or school, get the subscription. It's $15 a month or $100 per year. Maybe even get it for your team so you can up your productivity with voice notes. So that'll be it for this one. I appreciate y'all stopping by to check it out, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks.